Let's do it. Grab your killer binoculars, looking at shit, makes it blow up. You get up, shake the dust off, get all this fucking snow up off of me. It's Call of Duty. It's the review. It's Black Ops. Time to go. Jump the boat, do some fucking fire, hop on the ladder. It's ass kicking season. You know the name. My name is Uncle RZA. This is Ignorant Gamers. Welcome to the channel. I'm here to walk you through Call of Duty Black Ops, the good, the in-between, and the bad. That's just my approach, baby, and I hope you enjoy it. Salute, bitches. Let's go. First off, as I settle in, let me tell you, this ain't no fucking IGN review. This is a IGZ review. You don't come here for no big words. You don't come here for no well thought out fucking scripted review. If that's what you came here for, fuck you. Hit the like button, get the fuck up off the channel. Holla. Over on this side, we ain't got nothing to hide. We ain't got nothing to protect. I spent my $60 like the rest of you fucks, and I'm either upset or excited. So let me settle in. Oh man, fucking these dudes. Ooh, yeah, the shotgun's pretty wild. Let's talk about the bad, because everyone seems to like negative shit first in today's world. Whatever. A few points that I have jotted down on my notebook for you guys. Number one, there's no more doors. And there's no more leaning or mounting or whatever the fuck they call that camping mechanic. There's no more of that good stuff. I don't know how I feel about it. I do miss the doors because it was a big audible cue that a fuckboy was coming up behind you. And then it just added an extra layer of immersion to the game. Yo, like you kick in the door, wave in the 4-4, you just laid down a whole squad. Like, what better of a feeling is there? You get what I'm saying? But okay, so that stuff is gone. The mounting stuff is gone. All right, I guess. And to be honest, isn't much recoil in any of these guns. Even the AK is very controllable in this game. To me, at least. To me. Number two, fuck these graphics. What the fuck is even happening here? This game looks nothing like Modern Warfare. It looks like a cartoon Overwatch version of Modern Warfare. Not throwing shots at Overwatch. Y'all know I love that shit, but I'm here for at least some realistic looking warfare, baby. Like, what? Oh, that's right. It's not warfare. It's Black Ops. Very well then. The animations, nowhere satisfying. Well, at least as they were in Modern Warfare. I mean, they're fine here, but it's just like, the dudes run funny. They look funny. I don't know. There's something going on here with the animations I'm not a fan of. And then lastly on my list of shit that's just like, to me, some of these fucking score streaks just seem to last literally forever. And I'm still trying to piece this together. Like Snow said, is this an IQ issue where a bunch of motherfuckers in here playing Call of Duty, but they not Call of Duty smart? Like when you see a chopper gunner in the fucking air and it kills you, the next thing you do really is fucking respawn with your anti-chopper gunner fuck you rocket and handle that. But no one seems to be doing this. And interestingly enough, there's even perks in the game that gives your bullets crazy amount of damage for vehicles. No one seems to be doing that. And then like the third way around it really is just like, we'll just have Ghost and Cold-Blooded, which I do run around with, and I'm not necessarily complaining, but these fucking score streaks are tearing my team up. I can't ignore that. Is it just people didn't unlock these two perks yet? I don't know. I gotta give it some more thought, but fucking A, man, it feels like the score streaks are in the air far too long. But I'll let you be the judge. You know, the old faithful AC-130. I don't even know what the fuck they call it in this game, but it doesn't matter. I'm here for all of that. Death from above. Run, you fucking roaches. Run. Now, this ain't the best map to be calling the gunship, but I do feel like this, I don't know, this gunship lasts almost twice as long as it did in Modern Warfare or any other Call of Duty. I don't know, it could be a placebo effect. Guys, you tell me, do you think that this AC-130 is up for way too long? And what's even crazy about it, the other team's not feeling the pain right now because it's the first time I called it. So I'm not really balling. I'm not switching as fast as I should and targeting as fast as I should. But fam, I just got out a whole thought process and this bitch is still in the air. You feel me? And then there's the little score streaks like this. I really quite like the score streaks in the game, if I'm being honest. Most of them aren't super impressive, but I do like them. This is the napalm strike. It's the craziest sound effects of all of them. But this IGZ fam is what I refer to as the baby. We used to call it the boomstick, but it has since multiplied into 3 rockets. Now we just call it the baby. In comes the baby. All you bitches down there, run, fucking run. Every time you call this thing, it's good for at least a quad kill. It is so satisfying. It is so OP. Holy shit. I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it. There's not much else to say, man. The cruise missil's my new favorite, baby. I'm on board with that. The negative stuff is out of the way. Let's talk about the in-between, the things that stands out, but they didn't really bother me, but they're not the best either, or whatever direction you want to take it. First is the visibility of the game. It's hard to see people in this game. If you got people that are camping and they understand that there's a visibility issue and they just refuse to move, or they move very little, it's a fucking problem. I was ready to delete this fucking game and get on with my life, but I found out that the flashlight has an effect where it increases the range at which enemies' nameplates show up on your screen, your display. I quite like it. It fixed about 85% of the complaints with the visibility, although I still hold firm there is a visibility problem in this game. It is fucking annoying, but it doesn't break it for me. Secondly, there is a question in the community about this game being short on content at launch, and I get this argument, right? So on one side of the fence, we've got somebody like Capcom that pushes out a game with all the fucking maps on the CD, but they send out a patch to unlock the content on the CD later. That's scumbag shit. There's companies that are shipping games that are totally broken, and they're also selling the promise that they'll fix it someday. Looking at Destiny. Fuck that as well. And then there's something like this, kind of in the middle, right? Like, all right, it's not as much maps as you're used to. In some shooters, I don't even know what's the percentage less content we get over Modern Warfare, but I feel like it's not that bad. But nonetheless, this game has to last you for a year. The developers have to pace the content, and also the shit just fucking came out. There's no way you have time to play 20 maps. You'll never experience the game in its entirety. Like, people need to get familiar. You need to grind, get your weapons up, understand how the score streak stuff works, understand how the map works. Like, sharpen your knife before you complain about something else. Like, Jesus Christ. But I get it. Because people spend their $60, they feel like whatever they want should be the norm. Whatever, motherfuckers. The sound in this game is wildly hit or miss. There are some amazing moments for the sound, right? Where shit just sounds crazy. It does sound like a Battlefield game going on. And then there's other times when the guns sound just muted. They sound boring. They sound bland. And explosions are kind of like, right? But what I do like is they seem to have fixed the footstep audio, and I really appreciate that. It's got some pinpoint what would you say, some pinpoint directional audio cues that I really enjoy. In fact, I'll let you listen into that right now. You tell me what you think about the directional audio.
Clean yourselves up. Bravo.
Contact on target.
Moving right along, let's talk about the shotguns. They are no longer a primary weapon, they are a secondary weapon. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, you guys know how I feel about that. You've been looking at the footage. Don't fucking come within a 10-foot vicinity of me, homie. You're gonna end up on YouTube. However, I feel like it breaks a good bit of the engagement in the game. You know, there's this dance of your weapon of choice, be it an assault rifle, an SMG, a shotgun, or a sniper rifle, or marksman rifle, right? Like they all have their distances of engagement, and based on that weapon and the engagement distance you choose, you can be at an advantage or disadvantage. So if you're sniping and somebody come up on you and they rush you, well, you better be nice with your pistol. That's the choice you made as a sniper, right? And if you went with a shotgun, well, you know you need to stick to very close quarter areas. You can't be out there in the open fighting with people with scope glint and all type of shit. That's just not smart. But when you make the shotgun a secondary weapon, right, things start to look super strange. So now you can select an assault rifle, an SMG, or a sniper rifle, and no matter what happens, somebody runs up on you, you've got that close quarter game covered. Not sure how I feel about that. There's also some complaints about the hit detection in this game, and I've seen a few videos out there addressing it, and come to find out it's not really hit detection, it's actually bullet velocity. So you need to spec out your weapons and your loadouts to add attachments that increase the bullet velocity. Okay, fine, I'm with that, and it makes sense because the default guns you get in the beginning, as all Call of Duties do, they fucking suck, right? And you find yourself in this crazy thing where the first like hour and a half, 2 hours of gameplay, you're using the default ass class. You're just like, yo, this gun is trash. Like, you'll never get me to play with an XM4 ever again. I don't care what you say. Fuck that gun, right? So I'll file this under the longer you play the game, the more attachments you unlock, the better your rifles become. Okay, fine. But it still does feel like hit detection issues though. And I can't remember when was the last time a Call of Duty really did that, damn son. Climbing up that fucking ladder like you pay rent around here, like you come to drop off the rent check. Fuck off my ladder, son. People are telling me that the time to kill is slower than Modern Warfare. I find that super interesting because I remember Modern Warfare feeling especially slower, or should I say specifically slower than any of the other Call of Duties I've played, and I did enjoy that. I did enjoy the slower pace of Modern Warfare. I'm not quite sold that the TTK is longer here. Again, you guys been watching this footage, right? Do you feel like people are taking any longer to die than Modern Warfare? I don't know if I agree with that. And then there's this interesting thing where they seem to have increased the amount of leveling. Either they increase the amount of leveling points it takes to level up your characters and guns, or they decrease the score. I think the scores are fine. So long story short, it does take quite a bit to level up in this game. And it's an interesting feel, right? Because we're used to playing Call of Duty, and every 10 minutes there's all type of noise and dings and shit going on your screen. You've unlocked this, you've unlocked that, and you're a level this, and now you're a general major, and blah 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 blah. That doesn't happen quite as often here, and it's taking quite a bit to get these guns to the most powerful version of themselves. I find that if you really want to grind out a gun, you should stick with that gun. For me, that's been the M16, and then also the MP5. So kind of those two guns are all I'm working on, and I think that's a different experience than what I'm used to in Call of Duty. You know, usually whatever gun you grab, you level it up at a crazy pace. But I think it's cool. Going back to the point about the maps and the content, like, relax, take your time, enjoy the game, learn the game, sharpen your knife, get some tactics in. You'll get there, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's fair to complain that it's taking longer to unlock guns on like the 4th day the game is out. Like, what are we even saying here? There's another 361 days to go. Like, relax. And finally, let's talk about the good. The things I really like, the things I really enjoy. And it's not so much of a nitpicky thing, but what I will say is Treyarch seems to have a very different approach to Call of Duty and the core gunplay mechanics, and B, I think it's a more methodical approach, right? I think for me, Infinity Ward is the favorite. I do enjoy Infinity Ward games quite a bit more, but Treyarch is so heavy on the concepts they execute, and really the way they invoke this I don't know, this super intricate intertwined gameplay of perks and features and the physics, the way they add weight to the character. I quite like it. It's their formula, it's their recipe. I don't have a problem with it. I like what they're doing. There are things that they address, and I like the way they address them, such as the way the ghost perk works in this game. In Modern Warfare, if you've got ghost on, UAVs just can't see you, end of game. That's it. In Black Ops, when you have the ghost perk on, yes, UAVs can't see you, but you have to keep moving. So if you stay still, then you show up on the mini map. So that's an interesting little tweak to sort of desensitize people from camping, right? I get it. That's kind of cool. I like how the flinching in the game works, where when you throw a stun, the guy kind of takes his hand off the gun, and like, these things are cool. And then to take it even further, there are perks. They're not only perks, but they're attachments for your weapons that you can safeguard yourself or mitigate those, or minimize the effect of that flinch, right? So there's this more of a chess game type of thing going on around Treyarch that I quite like. Even people, I've seen people complain about how slow it takes to throw grenades, the animation. I don't mind it, because to me, a grenade, what we call around here as throwing bird seeds at people, is always a methodical, well thought out process. If I'm going to take my time and throw a grenade at you, fam, you got to catch this, you know? And I think most people in the most Call of Duty games, most Twitch shooters, a grenade is a secondary reaction. It's kind of like, I'm going to lose this fight, so take this grenade, bitch. You remember that Halo shit, right? Like, no, this making the animation longer, sort of, it's a penalty to the player. Like, you better, because you can't shoot and throw the grenade at the same time, like, you better make sure this is what you want to do, fam. And I quite like that. And secondly, what I will say, the matchmaking lobbies are fucking on fire. I am having some sweaty ass nail biting games, and I love it. I fucking love it. The games are so competitive. There aren't too many games where I'll get in there and fucking teabag the entire, I mean, it happens here and there, but I find them, whatever they're doing for the matchmaking, it's working. Holy shit. My final thoughts on this game, what you have all been awaiting for, all 4 of you. Please subscribe so I can get 5 people to await for my thoughts. This is not a bad game, by no means. This is not a B game to Modern Warfare as A. This is not a lackluster game. This is not a side project. This is a real Call of Duty. This shit has the recipe. It's got the formula. It's got the familiarity. It's got everything that you need from the Call of Duty. And I think it's, I hate to hear people dismiss it as if it wasn't. What I will say, this is a different Call of Duty than probably your preferred Infinity Ward flavor, and that's the issue. Therein lies the problem. Because Modern Warfare, first of all, let me put this baseline down. I don't think that we should be seeing a Call of Duty game every year. I swear to God, I wish they would stop this. Every 2 years, fine. The real issue here is I don't think we should be seeing back-to-back games, one from developer A and one from developer B. It's fucking confusing, right? And if I'm being honest, the perfect Call of Duty game lies smack dab in the middle of these 2 games. There are things that Infinity Ward does well. There are things that Treyarch does well, and when you start to sit down and look at the downsides of each prospective game, what you don't like, the other game doesn't have those issues. And it feels like such a huge missed opportunity for Activision to really just throw out a blockbuster 10 out of 10 game. Merge your 2 fucking studios together, get them on the same page. Like, I don't think Modern Warfare, and guys, you know my bias, I'm a Battlefield guy. Modern Warfare could never have fought a Battlefield for me. If Battlefield proper, a present day shooter came out, I wouldn't be playing Modern Warfare. Black Ops can't match or can't fight a Battlefield for me. But if you merge the 2 of them together, they would have a Battlefield. It would be super fucking dope. And I think that's the only real problem with this game. If you love it, there's the problem. You didn't like Modern Warfare, so everything I just said applies to you. If you hate Black Ops, I just addressed exactly what the issue is here, and I hate to see it continue, especially because I was literally just playing Modern Warfare the day before this came out. It's still fresh in my mind. Holy shit. But yeah, of course I'm talking about mostly multiplayer, all multiplayer really. Don't give a shit about zombies. It's dope, it's there. I know Zombies has a really cult following. From everything I've seen, they've done a great job at evolving that and pushing it forward. Kudos to them. You know I'm not talking about the campaign. If you came on here looking for a campaign, fuck you, like the video, get off. Come back, subscribe, and then get off. But yeah, I'll leave you with this. New Call of Duty, different developer, same old shit. And if you don't think it's the same old shit, listen to this clip here at the end. My name is Uncle RZA. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you want to see more. You know your boys is around. Holla at us in the comment if you fitting to get access to the Discord channel. It's popping over there. I'm out of here, man. Peace.
Yo, bro. What it do? What it do?
You are
what we can do.
just my nigga, man. You're my nigga.
Well, I'm nobody's N-word, and that's kind of
I'm a
foul.
little white kid saying nigga. How do you feel about that?
I don't really care what you are, who you with.
Hey, are there any niggas
I
in
just think
the
it's
club?
rude. I
Big
just
black motherfucker.
think it's rude.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I can't really be kidding because I just said the nigger word like 50 fucking times. But
That's alright, bro. Hey, you do you, man.